Brazilian, Brazilian, let's go. All night, Brazilian, let's go, let's go.
Special people, man.
Oh my God. That's funky here. I can see it. So smoky. I was thought about stopping and waiting for a little bit. It's like, let the smoke there. I was scared I was going to hit somebody. I was like, 120, what's that?
Snap, Josh. Off play action, fires a strike down the middle and is intercepted. Picked off by the Texans at the Buffalo 40-yard line. Intercepted by Johnson. Johnson reverses field, heads to the right sideline, and he is shoved out of bounds by Josh Allen. First play from the Bills offense, first throw. And Josh threw it right to Lonnie Johnson.
Here we go, fellas. That's on me. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
This is 4th and 1. Snap. Josh runs on the left side, gets first down yardage and more.
120, what's that?
Allen looks once, punts twice, fires it down, caught by Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo. One-day play by Josh Allen, stands in the pocket, front fakes the defense, gets them to avoid the zone in the middle of the field, and then he gets his tight end, Dawson Knox.
What's up? First down, 20 you throw. Present. Sacramento. Back down. I like donuts, baby. Let's go.
Davis Mills has some time, fires to a tight end, picked off, intercepted by Matakevich. And he gets tackled as he heads downfield, he gets dropped.
120, what's that?
Josh sets up the pocket in his time, goes deep, looking for Chase, as the free court makes the catch, and he goes out of bounds. Looking for Chase, makes the catch at the 5, he gets banged down to the ground at the 4-yard line. That is a Buffalo first down. Now he's going to keep it in front of him. Allen at the 35, and he tiptoes out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Makes a handoff, leads himself. That is enough for a Buffalo first down.
120, what's that? Oh, what's wrong with it?
Mike Doug.
No, it's broke the run. That is like nothing. Hey, let's finish. Let's go. Let's finish. 120, what's that?
Josh Allen leads himself off to his right. He gets hit hard. Down around the 1-yard line. Is he in? He's signaling touchdown.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
Tom Brady.
Officials don't agree. I think he's out of bounds at the 1.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos.
What's up, man?
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Forced out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there. He's got a man, complete. deep in Denver territory.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Antonio Brown from 19 yards away. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On play action, Locke. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10. Here's Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Room here to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Locke throwing complete here to Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He finds his man, complete. It's back. And he will have a Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on first.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. At their own 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's out right at the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And got his man complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Lock now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. But that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. On the return is Spencer. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now 21-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return is Spencer. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Locked to throw for it on fourth. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And he'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now a play fake. Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
On the return is Spencer. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Broncos 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. This will be caught by Brown. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run forward with Fournette, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He's coming. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check. Swing.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Let's go defense.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. That's out to the flat for Gordon. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Locke. Flush to his right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Locke, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Locke again. Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Ross Cockrell.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Here's Brady to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 32 on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Touchdown! Tom Brady, a touchdown pass to O.J. Howard. And the Bucs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point put through by Sucker, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. From midfield, here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception.
picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory.